A very good day to Dr. Firdaus. Today our group project is about door closer, presented by Group 5. Our group members are, first, KUANG CHUAN, MA23027. Second is Muhammad FADHLI NAJMI bin NORHASLI, MA23032. Third is Muhammad YUSUF bin BASRI, MA23036. Fourth is myself, HARWINDERPALL SINGH anak lelaki JASWINDER SINGH, MA23040. And fifth is NORWALDAN WASIQ bin KHAIRUL NIZAR, MA23041. How does a door closer work? The door closer functions similarly to a door spring hydraulic device, in that it retains energy when you manually push the door open. When the spring is released, the door closers transfer the closing force to the door through the rocker arm. And in the absence of an external force, the door closer takes the initiative to close. The hydraulic system also houses the hydraulic oil. The well-designed hydraulic system that houses the tight spring in the cylinder is what allows us to effectively regulate the door closer and achieve a range of conditions to suit people's demand. What is a door closer? A door closer will ensure that the door returns to the closed position after opening, allowing the locking element to engage and secure the door. The problem statements. Angular displacement. Determine the angular displacement of the door as the function of time when it's released from the given initial angle. Angular velocity and angular acceleration. Calculate the angular velocity and also the angular acceleration of the door as a function of time. Next problem statement is spring forces. Determine the spring force stored in the spring mechanism as a function of the door's angular position. The objective of the door closer is to analyze the kinematics of the system, including velocity and angular velocity.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is NURWALDAN WASIQ bin KHAIRUL MA23041. So from the free body diagram that I have drawn, I have a two rigid body and moving in clockwise. The A point is a fixed point, C is moving point, and assume the VB is 5 meters per second. Then the angle of link AB and BC is 30 degree. The VB is going to left and BC is going to down. Thank you.
Here, I will want to explain how the FPD will feel. One of the ways to solve planar kinematic of rigid body question is through instantaneous center, which is IC. The IC is a point in or near a rigid body in planar motion where the velocity is momentary zero. To find the IC of a planar rigid body in motion, we should identify 2 points on the body which velocity are known, which is VC and VB, and we draw the velocity of this point. And we will draw that line that perpendicular to this velocity, to the line perpendicular, and the intersection of the point, that is the IC we need to find. And we observe that the IC is located at point B, which is non-logic because when the door opens, the VB will move. Hence, our assumption of the FPD is wrong. Because the VC is not necessarily move at this point, it can move in this way or this way and this way. So the VB should not be zero.
Thank you for the previous presenter. My name is Muhammad FADHLI bin BASRI with matrix number MA23032. So basically, I will explain more about free body diagram for this problem that we have created, which is a door closer with a different angle of rod AB and also rod BC. So we use an angle of 60 degree for the two rod. So as have told before by Wildan, if I'm not mistaken, the point A is a fixed point while point C is a moving part. So basically we know that this problem and this diagram have two rigid body. So that's all we have to know for the basic part. And then we will make an assumption of point AB, which is the first rod, with a length of 1.2 meter, and the second rod, which is point B to point C, is 0.9 meter. So this is all about an assumption. We have discussed with our group members to put the length for each rod and also the angle. So so basically the velocity of B is a constant. We make it fixed, so we constant it by put it as 5 meters per second, the value of the velocity of B. So when we already know the velocity B, it's actually same as before, as told by T, if I'm not mistaken. The direction of the velocity is going to the left, and for point C, basically going to the right, downward, which is the angle for the velocity for point C is basically 60 degree, same as the angle for the two roads. So when we applied this problem to our real life, when we open a door, actually the direction of the first road, which is for our problem is road AB, will move clockwise rotation, while the road BC also will move with clockwise rotation. So basically, the perpendicular of the velocity, we can create a line, and the intersection between the 2 points that we have created will produce an IC point. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Yusuf, and I will explain on how to find the value of angular velocity bar AB and bar BC, and then the value of velocity at point C. From the free body diagram, we know that the angle between point A, B, C is 60 degrees. And then we can find the angle between point IC, BC by subtracting 60 degrees from 180, and we can get 120 degrees. The length between BIC and BC is the same, which is 0.9 meter. From that, we can find the length from point C to IC by using sine rule. And the length from point C to IC is 1.56 meter. By knowing the value of velocity at point B, we can get the value of angular velocity by AB, which is 4.167 radian per second. And we can find another value of angular velocity, which is angular velocity by BC, which is 5.56 radian per second. And lastly, we can find the value of velocity at point C, which is 8.67 meter per second.